In a world where the glitz and glamour of celebrity life often dominate the spotlight, the reality behind closed doors can paint a vastly different picture, particularly when it comes to personal relationships and private lives. Today, we'll take a closer look at the lives of some Black celebrities who have left fans stunned with their incredible personal journeys. This video will uncover the stories of 25 of the most eccentric Black individuals. Bobby Brown's life has been a roller coaster of highs and lows. His volatile relationship with Whitney Houston consistently made headlines, and their well-documented battles with addiction became public struggles. But beneath the surface lay another complex issue. Bobby's compulsive sexual behavior, fueled by fame, wealth, and profound insecurity, became a significant part of his life. Sex served as a temporary escape, a way to validate himself amid the chaos. His repeated infidelities with multiple partners exposed a reckless cycle of addiction that he couldn't break, even at the cost of his relationship with Whitney or his own well-being. Despite his attempts to overcome his addictions, the lingering wounds of his past continue to follow him. Eddie Murphy, the comedic mastermind behind classics like Beverly Hills Cop, has kept audiences in stitches while leaving them curious about his off-screen life. Renowned for his razor-sharp humor, Eddie's personal life is just as colorful, marked by a series of relationships and romantic escapades that often spark speculation about his seemingly indulgent lifestyle. While Eddie has never publicly acknowledged any addictions, his pattern of brief relationships and affairs hints at a life far from restrained. With a rapidly growing family of 10 children from multiple partners, Eddie embodies not only the role of a devoted father, but also that of a man who thrives on the excitement of romance. Rumors continued to swirl around Eddie Murphy, frequently landing him on tabloid covers. Though he kept the specifics of his personal life largely private, the intrigue only fueled public curiosity, prompting the media to dig deeper. Despite the relentless gossip, Eddie stayed composed, refusing to let sensational headlines dictate how the world perceived him. Through it all, Eddie's commitment to his craft never wavered. His enduring success proved that no matter the chatter about his private affairs, his professional achievements remained untouchable. For decades, he's captivated audiences, leaving fans to wonder if his love life is as vibrant and complex as the unforgettable characters he brings to life on screen. Lamar Odom, the former NBA star, has been candid about his battles with relentless sex and substance addictions. In his memoir, Darkness to Light, he shares a poignant account of his descent into chaos and his journey toward recovery. Odom revealed that his compulsive need for sex was rooted in profound insecurities and a desperate search for validation. Engaging in sex multiple times a day became his way of filling an emotional void that seemed insatiable, ultimately taking a toll on his physical and mental well-being. This relentless pursuit led him to neglect responsibilities, jeopardize relationships, and endanger his life. His sexual compulsions were further aggravated by substance abuse, creating a perilous cycle of self-destruction. However, with the help of rehabilitation, therapy, and a strong support network, Odom managed to break free from his addictions and rebuild his life. Ray J has been in the public eye for years, thanks to his music career and his infamous connection to the Kim Kardashian tape. His love life, however, reads like a tabloid magnet, filled with dramatic romances and headline-grabbing relationships. Known for balancing fame with unpredictable romantic entanglements, Ray J has mastered the art of keeping the public guessing about his personal affairs. From reality TV stints to his music career, Ray J's name often resurfaces in connection with his love life, rather than just his professional achievements. His string of relationships and leaked stories have cemented his reputation as a notorious ladies' man, with speculation about his private preferences only adding fuel to the fire. Today, Ray J is married to Princess Love, yet their relationship has had its fair share of publicized highs and lows, many of which have played out on television. While his marriage appears to have brought some stability, his colorful past continues to cast a shadow, keeping the world wondering whether Ray J's wild side is truly behind him. Rick James, the legendary funk icon, was as famous for his boundary-pushing music as he was for his wild and hedonistic lifestyle. A true embodiment of excess, Rick didn't just flirt with luxury, he immersed himself in it, hosting parties that stretched on for days and living a personal life so outrageous it left even the most audacious rock stars in awe. His larger-than-life persona wasn't a facade, but a reflection of his real-life escapades. Rick openly embraced his vices, blending a voracious appetite for drugs with an unquenchable thirst for sensual pleasures. Far from being mere whispers, his reputation was one he flaunted, wearing his eccentricity like a badge of honor that extended well beyond his music. His relationships were tumultuous, fueled by a lifestyle of unchecked indulgence. Rick himself admitted that his drug use only heightened his already insatiable sexual desires, propelling him into a whirlwind of chaotic and uncontrollable living. Rick James's audacious and carefree spirit was irresistible, attracting attention wherever he went. Living life on the edge, he threw caution to the wind in ways most could only fantasize about. His relationships, as legendary as his music, added to his larger-than-life persona, captivating fans and critics who couldn't look away. Each romance became another chapter in the saga of his wild and unrestrained image. While Rick ultimately faced steep consequences for his excesses, his legacy remains intact, a symbol of unparalleled boldness and eccentricity that continues to inspire and intrigue. Usher, the R&B icon behind chart toppers like Confessions and Yeah, has captivated audiences not just with his music, but also with his intriguing personal life. While he has never openly discussed any struggles with addiction, his love life has often been a magnet for public curiosity. Rumors about his romantic escapades and behavior have frequently made headlines, painting the picture of a man who fully embraces life both on and off the stage. The drama intensified when allegations surfaced accusing Usher of exposing certain partners to a health condition, sparking a media frenzy. These claims brought heightened scrutiny to his love life, with tabloids speculating about his relationships and the breadth of his romantic history, adding yet another layer to the enigma of his private world. Usher's marriage to Tameka Foster unraveled under the glare of public scrutiny, leaving fans speculating whether the same intense passion that propelled his music also shaped his personal life. Despite his turbulent past, Usher continues to be a powerhouse in the music industry, maintaining his status as an influential figure. Now focusing on his children, Usher has expressed a commitment to being a positive role model. Though rumors and past allegations still linger as part of his story, his devotion to both family and artistry proves that fame and desire are deeply intertwined in his life, often fueling both his challenges and his successes. Bill Cosby was once a cherished figure in American entertainment, earning the title of America's Dad for his iconic role in The Cosby Show. He brought joy and laughter to millions, becoming a cultural trailblazer who shaped the world of family-oriented television and comedy. His decades-long career made him a symbol of wholesome entertainment and an inspiration to many. However, this beloved image came crashing down as numerous women came forward with sexual assault allegations, recounting eerily similar stories of being drugged and assaulted by Cosby. These allegations revealed a troubling pattern of abuse involving his position of power. Despite Cosby's denials, the sheer number and consistency of the claims cast a long shadow over his legacy, forcing many to confront the stark contrast between his public persona and the darker aspects of his life. As the walls closed in on Bill Cosby, the discussion around his legacy transformed into a heated examination of power, accountability, and the complex factors that may have driven his actions. Some experts point to deeper compulsive tendencies, suggesting his behavior was rooted in more profound issues. Once celebrated as a beloved icon, Cosby now stands at the epicenter of a national reckoning about consent, celebrity, and the dangers of unchecked influence. Though Cosby has served time for his crimes, the shadow cast over his legacy serves as a sobering reminder of how fame can mask unsettling truths. What once symbolized laughter and unity has morphed into a tangled narrative of betrayal and consequence. Today, he remains a polarizing figure, embodying both the perilous allure of celebrity and the lasting pain inflicted by abuse. Shaquille O'Neal, celebrated for his dominance on the basketball court, has also made headlines for his complicated love life. The NBA legend has candidly admitted that his inability to stay faithful played a significant role in his divorce, taking responsibility for the choices that led to the end of his marriage. While Shaq never identified as a sex addict, he acknowledged how the temptations of fame complicated his personal relationships in ways he hadn't anticipated. Shaq's transparency about his struggles reveals a man grappling with desires that were often difficult to manage. His commanding presence, amplified by his towering physique, celebrity status, and undeniable charisma, made him the center of attention wherever he went. The constant travel, adoration of fans, and pressure of life in the spotlight created challenges in his relationships that few could truly understand. Shaquille O'Neal has openly reflected on the challenges of being a man with too many choices, acknowledging that these temptations often led to decisions that disrupted his family life. The allure of the spotlight and the lifestyle it brought drove him to make mistakes he deeply regrets. In recent years, however, Shaq has made efforts to repair those relationships, often speaking highly of his ex-wife, Shawnee, and praising her as an incredible co-parent. His journey has been one of introspection, learning, and personal growth, showing his commitment to becoming a better father in person. R. Kelly's name once stood as a cornerstone of R&B, with timeless hits like I Believe I Can Fly and Ignition defining an era and cementing his status as a musical legend. His smooth voice and irresistible melodies made him a fixture on the radio and a staple of celebrations. Yet behind the music was a dark and troubling reality. Allegations against Kelly painted a deeply disturbing picture, ranging from involvement with underage girls to accusations of running a so-called sex cult. While his musical talent remains unquestionable, his legacy has been profoundly tarnished by these accusations. The documentary Surviving R. Kelly exposed harrowing accounts from women, many of whom were minors when their interactions with Kelly began, casting a long shadow over his once celebrated career. R. Kelly's behavior has sparked serious concerns about predatory patterns and allegations of forced sexual conduct that appeared to shadow his career. Despite his repeated denials, the overwhelming number of accusations painted a grim and undeniable picture. Many were left questioning how someone with such immense talent could become embroiled in such disturbing chaos. As Kelly's legal troubles mounted, it became evident that his actions had far-reaching consequences, not just for his own career, but for the countless victims who have bravely come forward to share their stories. His once thriving career has come to a standstill, and he now faces the severe repercussions of his choices, marking a stark fall from grace for a man who once dominated the music world. Chris Brown burst onto the music scene as a teenage sensation, captivating audiences with hits like Run It and Kiss Kiss. His electrifying dance moves and silky vocals quickly established him as a leading figure in modern R&B. Yet behind the spotlight and charm, Brown's personal life was riddled with turmoil, overshadowing his musical accomplishments. His career took a major hit after the infamous incident in which he assaulted his then-girlfriend Rihanna, an act that not only shocked fans, but also brought to light deeper issues surrounding his behavior and relationships. While Brown has never identified as a sex addict, the turbulent nature of his relationships and frequent public outbursts have fueled speculation about his struggles with intimacy and emotional stability. His relationships, often intense and fraught with drama, have sparked ongoing conversations about his emotional health and ability to maintain stability in his personal life. In interviews, Chris Brown has opened up about the influence of his upbringing, where early sexual experiences were normalized, shaping his perception of love and intimacy. He has acknowledged that his relationships have often been tumultuous, with sex playing a significant role in their dynamics. Despite the dramatic highs and lows, Brown has made efforts to rebuild his image and address his personal struggles. He has publicly expressed regret for his past actions and has worked to grow as a person, though the path has been anything but smooth. Today, Brown remains a polarizing figure in the music industry, constantly navigating the tension between his chart-topping success and the controversies that continue to follow him. Kanye West is a name synonymous with innovation and controversy, a figure who has redefined boundaries in the music industry through his groundbreaking artistry and outspoken nature. From his debut album, The College Dropout, Kanye's unique sound and thought-provoking lyrics garnered him a devoted following and catapulted him to global stardom. Yet, as with many celebrities, the intense spotlight hasn't always been forgiving. Kanye has been vocal about his mental health struggles, but one of his most startling admissions came when he opened up about his challenges with sexuality. He revealed that early exposure to adult content profoundly impacted his life, shaping a complicated relationship with intimacy. Coupled with the relentless pressures of fame, these experiences added layers of complexity to his personal journey, offering a glimpse into the struggles behind his larger-than-life persona. Kanye West's larger-than-life public persona often eclipsed his deeper personal struggles. He has openly discussed how sex influenced his decisions and relationships, describing it as a challenge he faced long before stepping into the limelight. His highly publicized marriage to Kim Kardashian painted a picture of glamour, but behind the scenes, their relationship endured significant challenges, with Kanye's struggles often fueling public controversy. Despite these hurdles, Kanye has embraced his faith as a cornerstone of his healing journey, particularly through his Sunday service events. This spiritual revival has become a key element in his quest for recovery, helping him find purpose beyond fame. While he acknowledges that temptations persist, Kanye has expressed a clear determination to confront his issues and grow, not only as an artist but as a person striving for personal and emotional resilience. Kevin Hart has firmly established himself as one of Hollywood's most successful comedians, captivating audiences with his sharp humor and high-energy performances. From sold-out stand-up specials to hit films, Hart's charisma has made him a household name. Yet behind the scenes, his personal life hasn't always mirrored the joy he brings to the stage. Hart has candidly acknowledged his past mistakes, including a highly publicized affair while his second wife was pregnant. This revelation brought intense public scrutiny and ignited widespread conversations about loyalty, the pressures of fame, and the challenges of resisting temptation. Despite the backlash, Hart has sought to take responsibility for his actions, using the experience as a catalyst for personal growth. Kevin Hart's documentary series, Kevin Hart. Don't K this up offered a raw and unfiltered look at the fallout from his infidelity, exposing the strain it placed on his marriage and family. Hart has openly expressed deep regret for his actions, committing himself to rebuilding trust with his wife and addressing the damage caused by his choices. In true comedic fashion, Hart has managed to transform these personal struggles into material for his stand-up, using humor to process and share his journey. His story is one of accountability and growth, marked by a commitment to learning from his mistakes. Despite the ongoing challenges of fame and temptation, Hart has prioritized his family and continues to work on being a better man, focusing on honesty, integrity, and personal development as he moves forward. Jada Pinkett Smith has never shied away from discussing her personal life, often using her platform on Red Table Talk to share candid revelations. In one memorable episode, she opened up about her struggles with what she described as compulsive eating psychology. As a young woman, Jada often sought ways to fill an emotional void, whether through food, intimacy, or other areas of her life. Her vulnerability in sharing these experiences revealed a side of her that many were unaware of, beyond her public roles as a wife, mother, and actress. For Jada, this compulsive behavior wasn't confined to eating. It extended into her relationships and broader lifestyle choices, offering a deeper understanding of the challenges she has faced in her journey of self-discovery. Jada Pinkett Smith eventually recognized that her compulsive habits were unsustainable and took proactive steps to break the cycle by addressing the emotional wounds fueling her actions. The process was neither quick nor easy, but her commitment to self-healing has resonated deeply with fans, revealing that even the most glamorous lives often conceal significant struggles. Through this journey, Jada gained a deeper understanding of herself, empowering her to share her experiences on Red Table Talk. Using the platform to explore these deeply personal and often uncomfortable topics, she has encouraged others to reflect on their own lives. By shedding light on complex emotions and challenges, Jada has created a space for candid conversations, offering insights into issues that many shy away from confronting. Andra has captivated audiences with her raw, soulful voice in hits like Rise Up, but her journey goes far beyond music, taking on the role of Billie Holiday in the United States versus Billie Holiday. Day stepped into the life of a deeply complex woman with struggles of her own. To her surprise, she found an unexpected connection with the character, as it forced her to confront battles from her own life. In a candid interview, Day revealed that she had worked through what she described as addictive habits, a part of her past she had previously kept private. Sharing this aspect of her story shocked many, but she felt it was important to bring these experiences to light. This personal journey not only deepened her connection to Billie Holiday, but also added an extraordinary level of authenticity to her performance. By stepping into Billie's shoes, Andra didn't just find her character. She found herself, confronting and growing from her own past struggles. Sean P. Diddy Combs has long been a headline fixture, celebrated for his monumental influence on the music industry and his vibrant personal life. As the mastermind behind the Bad Boy record label, Diddy not only launched his career, but also helped define the sound of an entire hip-hop era with chart-topping hits and groundbreaking artists. While his professional success is undeniable, his personal life has often been just as captivating. Known for his opulent parties and extravagant lifestyle, Diddy has maintained a reputation for keeping fans and the media intrigued with his romantic escapades. From his high-profile relationship with Jennifer Lopez to his decade-long romance with Cassie Ventura, his love life reflects his penchant for excitement and glamour. His legendary parties, often described as the epitome of excess, highlight his passion for living on the edge. whether in his romantic pursuits or his embrace of nightlife. Diddy's larger-than-life persona seamlessly blends work and pleasure, driven by an insatiable thirst for success and excitement. While his relationships have experienced their fair share of highs and lows, with persistent rumors fueling public fascination, Diddy remains unapologetically committed to living life on his terms, embracing both the triumphs and the turbulence that come with his dynamic world. Wilt Chamberlain was a towering figure in basketball, both literally and figuratively, known for his record-breaking achievements and unparalleled dominance on the court. However, it was his off-court revelations that thrust him into a different kind of spotlight. In his memoir, A View from Above, Chamberlain made the jaw-dropping claim that he had slept with 20,000 women. This admission stunned the sports and entertainment world, sparking widespread discussions about fame, relationships, and excess. For Wilt, these encounters became an integral part of his persona, as defining as his legendary basketball skills. His candidness about his personal life added another layer to his larger-than-life legacy, blending athletic greatness with a controversial and unforgettable personal narrative. Growing up in an era where fame carried its own magnetic appeal, Wilt Chamberlain appeared to thrive on the attention he garnered, both as a basketball icon and as a man. He spoke candidly about his dating life, embracing the stories that became legendary in their own right. This openness only added to the mystique that surrounded him. Chamberlain didn't view his experiences as extraordinary or controversial. Instead, he saw them as a natural extension of who he was, remaining unbothered by public reactions. His lifestyle mirrored his personality, bold, unapologetic, and larger than life. For Wilt, living without boundaries was as much a part of his identity as his athletic dominance. Even decades later, debates continue over whether his lifestyle was a product of fame or driven by something deeper. But Wilt left no room for doubt. He lived life on his own terms, exuding a confidence and lack of regret that was just as remarkable as his basketball achievements. Chris Rock has built a career around his razor-sharp wit and humorous takes on life, relationships, and societal issues. Known for turning serious topics into laugh-out-loud moments, he has long captivated audiences with his perceptive insights. However, fans were surprised when Rock pulled back the curtain on his personal life, revealing struggles that extended far beyond the comedic material he brought to the stage. In his Netflix special Tambourine, Rock opened up about habits that had taken a toll on his marriage and personal life. He shared how these patterns disrupted his ability to form meaningful connections, leaving him emotionally distant in his relationships. This candid admission offered a raw, unfiltered glimpse of a man grappling with challenges that contrasted starkly with his confident, polished stage persona. Rock's vulnerability in discussing his struggles provided a refreshing perspective, showing a side of him that few had seen. Acknowledging the need for change, he revealed that therapy had been a critical step in his journey to regain control of his life. His honesty about seeking help and taking responsibility resonated with fans, adding depth to the image of a comedian unafraid to tackle even his most personal battles. "50 Cent, the rap mogul known for his audacious and often polarizing persona, has cultivated a reputation as a ladies' man. His high-profile relationships and numerous rumored flings have fueled endless tabloid speculation. While his public image exudes confidence and power, his personal life tells a more complicated story, marked by tumultuous relationships and a history of infidelity. The rapper's tendency to flaunt his sexual conquests has led some to question the motivations behind his behavior. Critics suggest it may stem from deep-seated insecurities or a need to assert his masculinity, while others argue it's simply a reflection of the excesses that come with fame and fortune. Whatever the reason, 50 Cent's sexual exploits often cast a shadow over his musical accomplishments, adding a controversial layer to his legacy and complicating his public image. Nicole has been candid about her struggles with an overwhelming obsession with sex, revealing how her addiction took a profound toll on her health and well-being. She described how the compulsion dominated her thoughts and actions, often to the detriment of basic needs like eating and sleeping, as she prioritized the pursuit of sexual gratification. This constant craving left her physically drained and emotionally depleted. Acknowledging that her addiction was rooted in deeper issues, such as low self-esteem and a lack of purpose, Nicole embarked on a challenging recovery journey. Through professional help, therapy sessions, and the adoption of coping strategies, she has worked tirelessly to manage her impulses and address the underlying causes of her behavior. Her story highlights the complexity of addiction and the resilience required to reclaim control over one's life. Jennifer Lewis, the iconic actress celebrated for her vibrant personality and commanding presence, revealed a more vulnerable side in her memoir, The Black Mother of Hollywood. She candidly shared her struggles with mental health and addiction, offering readers a glimpse into the emotional turbulence behind her fame. Lewis disclosed that she used sex as a coping mechanism to manage the chaos brought on by her undiagnosed bipolar disorder. Describing herself as a force to be reckoned with both on and off stage, she admitted to channeling her boundless energy into a cycle of intense and frequent sexual encounters. Her openness about these struggles highlights the complexity of her journey, shedding light on the intersection of mental health, fame, and personal coping mechanisms. The exhilaration Jennifer Lewis felt from standing ovations was often followed by nights of passion, creating a cycle that grew into a perilous habit. Despite her outward success, she wrestled with profound insecurities, turning to sexual validation as a way to feel powerful and desired. Lewis likened herself to iconic figures like Cleopatra and Marilyn Monroe, drawing inspiration from their allure to shape her own persona. However, as her obsession deepened, she began to recognize the self-destructive nature of her actions. Through therapy and the aid of medication, Lewis gained control over her bipolar disorder and learned to replace her unhealthy coping mechanisms with healthier approaches. Her journey is a testament to resilience and the power of confronting one's struggles head-on. Lil Wayne's music often delves into themes of sex, drugs, and violence, embodying a lifestyle that is as captivating as it is chaotic. His provocative and explicit lyrics provide a raw look into his psyche and the complexities of his relationship with intimacy. From a young age, Wayne was exposed to adult content and sexual situations, experiences that profoundly influenced his perspective on relationships and intimacy. As his fame and wealth skyrocketed, Wayne found himself with nearly limitless access to women, fueling an insatiable appetite for sexual satisfaction. However, this unrestrained desire often led to reckless decisions and turbulent relationships, highlighting the darker side of a lifestyle shaped by early exposure and the pressures of celebrity. His story reflects the complexities of balancing fame, personal struggles, and the pursuit of connection in an environment of excess. Tiger Woods, the iconic golf legend, has long been a figure of contrasts. While his athletic prowess is undeniable, his personal life unraveled in a highly publicized scandal that began in 2009. The revelation of multiple affairs shocked the world, turning what initially seemed like the excesses of fame into a far more complex narrative. Woods' behavior reflected a compulsive need for sexual gratification, driven by a deeper quest for validation and control. This destructive pattern went far beyond casual infidelity, consuming his life and ultimately leading to the collapse of his marriage and the tarnishing of his once pristine reputation as a role model. His involvement with numerous women revealed a behavior that appeared compulsive, leaving him unable to resist temptation even at great personal cost. While Wood sought treatment for his sexual obsession and has worked to rebuild his career and image, the shadow of his past continues to linger. His efforts to move forward highlight both the challenges of redemption and the enduring impact of the choices that once defined his life. Eric Bennett, the R&B singer known for his velvety voice, has been candid about his personal struggles, particularly during his high-profile marriage to Halle Berry. What appeared to be a picture-perfect Hollywood romance eventually unraveled as Bennett's infidelity came to light, exposing the deeper issue of his sexual obsession. Far from a mere lapse in judgment, Bennett's compulsive behavior stemmed from a full-blown addiction that consumed his life. It was a misguided attempt to fill an emotional void and seek validation, though it only led to further disconnection and turmoil. His pattern of reckless relationships with multiple women endangered not only his marriage, but also his career, highlighting the destructive impact of his addiction. Through therapy and deep self-reflection, Bennett confronted his struggles and worked to regain control over his life. He learned to manage his impulses and shifted his focus toward building healthier, more meaningful relationships. His journey of recovery stands as a testament to resilience and the power of taking responsibility for one's actions. Mike Tyson, the iconic boxing champion, is a figure whose life has been defined by both extraordinary achievements and profound challenges. Known for his unmatched aggression in the ring, Tyson's personal life has been equally tumultuous, marred by struggles with drugs, alcohol, and an overwhelming obsession with sex. His compulsive behavior reflects deeper issues rooted in a troubled childhood and an inability to manage his emotions effectively. For Tyson, sex became a means of escape, a way to assert power and control in a life often dominated by chaos. However, his numerous sexual encounters were often reckless and irresponsible, underscoring the depth of his addiction. His inability to resist temptation repeatedly led to negative consequences, affecting his relationships, public image, and mental health. Tyson's story is a complex narrative of incredible talent intertwined with personal demons, revealing the challenges of navigating fame and the lasting impact of unresolved trauma. Terry Crews, the beloved actor and comedian, has shown remarkable vulnerability by openly discussing his battle with pornography addiction. What initially seemed like a harmless pastime evolved into a consuming obsession, jeopardizing his marriage and career. Crews revealed that his addiction was fueled by a deep need for escape and validation, using pornography as a way to avoid facing his problems while maintaining a false sense of control. His compulsive behavior escalated to frequent and excessive consumption, causing strain on his relationships and negatively impacting his emotional and physical health. Despite understanding the harm it caused, he found it difficult to break free from the cycle of temptation. Through therapy, self-reflection, and the support of his wife and a strong community, Crews was able to overcome his addiction. He has since worked to rebuild trust and create a healthier relationship with both himself and his spouse, turning his experience into an inspiring story of resilience and recovery. Who do you think takes the crown for Hollywood's biggest sex addict? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and smash that bell icon so you don't miss out on more jaw-dropping celebrity tales.